Hello, I'm going to be explaining the environment around me, just so I can really take in like the nature and all the beautiful stuff that's just around my area, you know. So here it is. So as soon as I walk out my door, this is the front area that I'm greeted with. There's some space, a little like chairs over here and like just an open area right there, but it's honestly not that much. You can have a chill hangout spot here, but not really so like a big party or whatever. Some plants in this area, this is called mammalia, but mammalia, something like that. It's just a round cacti. It's known for having like this circular shape to it. This is called like a black rose aninium. This one's my personal favorite. This one, I think it's called the blue elf aloe. There's supposed to be flowers sticking out of it, but I think we need to take more care of it. I think so. I spend some time in this area. Usually like if in the morning I need to get some sunlight and I just stand like somewhere over there and stare at the sun. Or sometimes when like I'm just tired of being indoors and I just want to be like outside and feel the wind blowing like past me and like I feel the breeze, then I go like and stand over there in that little area right there, or I just sit down and like again stare at the sun. Most of the animals I see when I'm in this area are usually just birds. You know, they go on top of the trees right here and they just make a lot of noise, or sometimes I see them flying by across the sky right here. This is the front area of my stairs. And here's the street I've been living on my whole life. There is a lot of space actually. We got this whole front area, and even on the street, there's room to just walk around and do whatever you want. Cars are usually parked like this. There's usually always cars here. There's never not cars here. It's usually quiet here. The only thing that might make some noise is the car alarm that's beeping, or the noise that the cars make when they drive by. But besides that, it's pretty sweet. And I do hear some birds up there that's making some noise. And then I guess the most noisy part of this area is the freeway that I hear at night. It does make quite a lot of noise when you realize it. Grass, this is the neighbor's plants. More grass, and we do have some trees over here. The only animals or mammals I see are cats that go by here. I seen one of them at night when I was walking to my car. And then cockroaches, I guess. Those are the only things. And then the birds. My favorite part about this area is the fact that there are so many trees. Like, it makes it feel like I'm in a real like safe place. Not only that, but I also just love trees, and I would love to live in an area with a lot of trees someday. And I don't really have too many dislikes about this place. It's a nice neighborhood. I'm actually seeing quite a lot of people walking their dogs. I didn't realize dog walking was this common of a practice. No, like hobby, I guess. I've seen like 6, I want to say, just going outside today. I didn't realize people walked this much. There's a bird right there. There's 2 birds actually. I'm gonna get next to them and they're gonna fly away. Yep. We're almost there. I like this right here. This is the park. Excuse the noise. It's a pretty small park. Not a lot of people go here. I would say this park is pretty safe. It's just really open. So if you were ever to see someone and think you might be in danger, there's like a hole in this area. You can leave through there, and you can even leave through there. Plus, it's in a neighborhood, so not really too much danger, I would say. There's also a ton of trees over here. There's also just a ton of natural grass, not like the fake one at my house. There's not too many animals, not at all, besides from the birds that might appear every once in a while. What I like about this park is how small it is. It's very compact, and it's also like pretty low key. Like, not a lot of people know about this park, and it's here to actually go out and, you know, walk your dog and explore your neighborhood a bit. And there's also a little playground here for some kids, like the ones that I was just playing earlier. It's nice. Basketball court and a volleyball pit. My dislikes for this area, I would say, is the lack of water. At the other parks like Heritage and Don Kanabe, there's lakes. Even if there was like a small lake right here, not lake, like a small pond, that would be pretty nice, I would think. That's my only dislike for this park. How this compares and contrasts to my park, it's very quiet, just like my personal area. Definitely more open than my park though. Than my personal area. Way more open. You get to run around and spread your wings. There's a little bit more to do with the basketball courts, the volleyball, and not courts, court, the volleyball pit, and the playground. There's even like a little baseball thing right there, if you were to do that. And it's also just a nice place to have a picnic. The grass here is, well, grass is obviously soft. I would say the worst part about my neighborhood is definitely the location of it, because it's right next to a freeway, and that freeway makes a lot of noise. And I realized it too because when I would have family vacations at Big Bear, I would sleep at night and realize like, whoa, this is really quiet. And then I came back here and then I realized there was a freeway that was making all that noise. And even when it's like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., the cars like going by still making a ton of noise. So that's the one negative part about my neighborhood, I think. It's just the location. It's right beside the freeway. The one thing I would just change about my neighborhood is just the location of it. Just the fact that it's by freeway, like, I didn't even really notice it until I started kind of making this video, but that freeway does kind of bother me. It's just a lot of noise. I think I would love to live somewhere not close to industrialization, I guess. Somewhere like a forest. That'd be pretty cool. I think the people around my neighborhood, definitely care about the environment to some extent. I have this old lady that's like at the other house, and she's always planting and you know, putting plants down and around the area. So every time I like walk up to my stairs, I just see them. And I honestly like it. It's pretty nice. And then there was this one time I saw my neighbor. She was just like barefoot in the grass, and like I've heard theories about how that's supposed to like connect you to nature and like give you like never mind. I'm not even going to explain it. But you know, that's obviously, you know, something a person that cares about the environment would do. I'm pretty sure that she wouldn't just want to live in a baseless concrete area. Me neither. I do care about the environment, and I do care if I'm surrounded by people that also live in the environment. That also like want to thrive in like some sort of grass area. And there's always people walking in my neighborhood too, which I've noticed. It's a nice neighborhood to walk in. I'm sure they care about this area to some extent. Like, for example, if I lived in like one of those neighborhoods where it's like mainly cookie cutter houses and like there's like rocks in front of the house instead of grass, I wouldn't want to walk in that neighborhood or skate through it. So I think the people here are definitely into the environment. Like, another person's washing their dog. The birds are there again. They're gonna fly though once I get near them again. Yep. Oh look, they're making noise. I don't think they like me. Where's it? Oh, where's it? Oh, it's right there. It started making noise as soon as I walked by. I seen another person walking the dog right now. That's the 8th one I've seen in this past hour. The wind feels so good. It just feels like really nice, and like cold and euphoric.